around here taking random pregnancy tests. Bro, right now, this is not what it is. This is not what it is. What are you gonna do? Exactly. What are you gonna do? Aaliyah, 2 motherfucking pregnancy tests. So you tell me who is the kid that you've been dealing with? Because I didn't know you was dealing with anybody.
I just took it.
And it was positive. I can't believe you would do something like this.
I know who the boy is.
Just go. Just go.
His name is Craig.
Just go. What?
His name is Craig.
Craig.
He's 12.
12? Bro, what the frick is going on? A 12-year-old?
He did touch him.
So you know about this?
She didn't want me to tell you. But
Oh!
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, call hello, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach and well. Peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity. I'm the brother Abal Gabar from the Camp Company of Prophets here in Tampa, Florida, coming at you with a lesson. Marriageable age. Woman finds out 14-year-old daughter pregnant by a 12-year-old boy. All right, you saw the reaction in the post-production video. And this is why we have, in the ancient world, we had arranged marriages, okay? And we're going to go into a little bit of marriageable age for a woman and a man, which ultimately is around the time of puberty, and we're going to get that according to the scriptures. Now, obviously, in this age that we live in now, that's not being done. And, you know, you got to wait till the woman's 18, which by then she's already ran through and had multiple bodies. But we're going to go into a little bit of the history of, you know, how women were married off by the father, according to the Bible. Okay, that there was arranged marriages and why that was so. Okay, because now you see in the video, which I'm going to play it again, you had, you know, the little 14-year-old girl, which, you know, by the time they're 12, 13 years old, you know, they hit the flower of their age, which is that period, you know, and then the man, you know, the boy turns 12, you know, his, you know, his balls drop, right? Around that age, what happens is you start getting curious, okay? Man and woman, okay? And during the ancient world, marriageable age was around 12, 13 years old, okay? And I just Googled this, as you see on the screen. What age were women getting married during the time of, I put Jesus, his name, we know his name is Yahweh Shai, okay? It says, young women were married almost as soon as they were physically ready. Approximately age 13, in most cases, marriages were arranged by the respective parents. However, arranged marriages were seldom forced on young people who had absolutely no attraction to or interest in other. Yeah, and really, ultimately, the woman didn't have a choice, okay, who she was going to marry. The father would choose who she was going to marry, okay, and she would give he would give his daughter to a man of understanding, usually a man that had substance. It might be a young man that might have, you know, been wealthy, okay? Because when you have a situation like this, now, first of all, it looks like the most 9 times out of 10 dealing with the, you know, the Israelite woman, the so-called black woman. The father isn't in the picture, so she's going to be stuck raising her daughter's children, okay? She's going to be a grandma that really takes care of the children completely, all right? I'm going to play the video again.
Bro.
Look, she's all upset and angry, all right? And you know, this is what's pushed in this society is, you know, we live in a society that's, you know, sex driven, okay? Anytime you go on social media or anything, you see women flaunting their body. You see a whole bunch of, especially in the school systems, you know, you think your little 12-year-old, 13-year-old daughter is innocent. Not in this society, man. Okay. So there's a way that things should have been done in the ancient world. And I'm going to grab this real quick. I'm going to play the video. Jeremiah 6:16. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, stand you in the ways and see and ask for the old path, where is the good way, and walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein." So we're supposed to be looking to the ancient world for understanding of life, man. Looking at the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. How were things done back then? Because that's the right way things are supposed to be done, not in this society. Okay, and a woman was supposed, once she was married, once her father married her off to a man of understanding, that woman cannot leave that man. Okay, once a woman is married, which we're going to go into that too, according to the Bible, sex is marriage. It's not about putting a ring on a finger and going to the courthouse and getting some papers, and now you got the government in the middle of your marriage. No, that's all nonsense. That's westernized BS and confusion. Okay, in the ancient world, the token for marriage was, the blood on the sheets. Okay, because the priest, and we're supposed to have virgins, man. Okay, virgins. All right. And that was the token for marriage. You'd have a virgin, you take her to the bed, you pop her, and then you come out with the sheets, which is the token of her virginity. Okay. So, and 9 times out of 10, you get with a woman, she's not a virgin. All right. But sex is marriage according to the Bible. So whoever this young woman, 14-year-old daughter, got pregnant by a 12-year-old boy, hey, she's married now. Okay. And she's supposed to be with that man, forever. Okay. And she's not supposed to lay with no other man while this 12-year-old boy is still alive, or else that's adultery. Okay.
Your random pregnancy test. Bro, right now, this is not what it is. This is not what it is. What are you gonna do? Exactly. What are you gonna do? Aaliyah, 2 motherfucking pregnancy tests. So you tell me who is the kid that you've been dealing with? Because I didn't know you was dealing with anybody. I just took it. And it was positive. I can't believe you would do something like this.
I know who the boy is.
Just go. Just go.
His name is Craig.
Just go. What?
His name is Craig.
Craig.
He's
12. 12?
All right, so you see it, man. All right. So, now this mom is going to be stuck raising the child. This woman ain't got nothing going for her. This, 12-year-old. By that time, you don't, in this society, you don't got nothing, So you bringing a child into the world and, really, you're not ready to be a parent, But in the ancient world, things were done a lot differently. Okay. So what's marriageable age for a woman, according to the Bible? And this is what's going to be done in the kingdom of heaven. Obviously, not now. Okay. Right. In this society, if you you lay with a woman that's underage, you going down, man. You're going to prison. Okay. Like this guy, Polite. Okay, he fucked around and found out. So we're not teaching that. All we're teaching is according to the Bible. What does it say according to the Bible? What is marriageable age according to the Bible? Okay, so we're supposed to teach. So let's go to 1 Corinthians 7:36. All right, it says, "But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely toward his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will. He sinneth not. Let them marry." Okay. Now the flower of her age is when she hits her, her menstrual cycle. Okay. When she hits puberty. Okay. Because why? Now she's able to bring forth children. Okay. That's why the Lord made it like that. Okay. You got a lot of guys that think that the marriageable age of a woman is 18 or 21. You got to wait till she's no, man. According to the Bible, that's not what it is. When she passes the flower of her age, when she has her menstrual cycle, when the Lord sees that she can bear children, or else the Lord wouldn't have made it like that. Okay, the Lord wouldn't have made it like that if that's not the case. Okay, this is the way Yahweh Shai set things up. All right, it says if she passed the flower of her age, the menstrual cycle, and need so require, let him do what he will, he sinneth not, let them marry. Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart, having no necessity, but hath power of his own will, and so decreed in his heart that he will keep his virgin, doeth well. Okay. So ultimately, a woman was married off at a very young age, and that's what's going to be happening in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Women are going to be married off at a young age when she hits, puberty. All right. That's according to the scriptures. All right. That the flower of her age is when she, and actually, let me do a Google search real quick because I know it comes up when you Google it. What is the flower of a woman's age? Let me see. All right. Bear with me 1 second. Let me see. It used to come up right up. Now it's not coming right up. Okay. It used to come right up, say puberty. Let's see. Of course, it don't want to come up now, but that's all right. We're gonna find it. Yeah, it says it right here. It says after puberty. Can't find the one I used to find. It used to come right up, but now it's not coming up, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and let me read this. This society is hypocritical. It's okay for a woman to have a baby with a dude 20 years younger, but a man is ridiculed for having a baby by a 21-year-old. Right. Yeah, I mean, the society's backwards. It's a Babylonian wicked society. This Babylonian society is run by the serpent and his dog Eve, and Eve has infected all the women of the earth with the serpent. Yep. So back to this, as you see it, what age were women getting married? Approximately 13 years old. Okay, that's according to the scriptures. All right, and the reason for that is because first of all, scriptures say let everything be done decently and in order, man. All right, and there was an order on how marriages was, and that's why in this society you got all these young women that are getting knocked up by men, and then the man is not, he's a piece of shit. Put it like that, okay? And a lot of these women, they don't have fathers in their lives to lead them and guide them, so it's a bunch of nonsense going on. All right, women getting knocked up by the time they're 12 years old by some 21-year-old drug dealer that ain't got shit going and get locked up in prison. Now she got a child by some no life, you know, and then she's stuck raising the child on her own, and it's just a bunch of confusion. In the ancient world, the woman was given to a man of understanding with substance, okay, not how it is today. All right, so let's go to let me see something else too. Let me try to do this. Yeah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Go ahead and remove this. Stop screen. Let me share my screen. All right. The flower of a woman's age means the prime of her youth, essentially referring to the period when a woman is considered. Oh, that's not even it. Not even it. Past the flower of age would imply that a woman is no longer in her prime youth. Damn, it used to come right up. Now it's not coming up. Which it used to say puberty. Okay. Let me see. Losing the flowers. We said woman loses her so-called virginity. Right, because when you're a virgin, you have sex for the first time as a woman, you bleed. Okay, so that's not it. Let me go ahead and pull this back up. Let's go to these real quick. All right, so this is let me read it in the King James. Sirach 42:9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep. Right, when you have a daughter, especially in this society, bro. I know brothers be praying not to have a daughter in this society because this society is so fucked up and it over sexualizes women. All women know how to be is bitches and hoes and OnlyFans harlots, and that's what's promoted in this life. Wickedness. Okay, you got a whole bunch of wickedness going on, especially concerning these women. So as a man, if you have a daughter, when you get a woman pregnant, you praying you have a son. Okay, you praying that you have a son. If you have a daughter, that you still give praise to the Most High. It's a blessing. But in this society we live in, it's just so fucked up, man. Everything's messed up. So you're gonna lose sleep having a daughter. Okay, especially when she starts reaching that age. All right. But it says, the father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep. The man loses sleep. When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated. Right, because if you are a father to a daughter, when she starts reaching that age, you're hoping that she don't go out there and sleep with some no life, come home pregnant. Now she's raising a seed in your house. The baby daddy somewhere in prison, in jail, fucked up. It's a bunch of nonsense. Okay, so that's what you praying. As a man, when you have a daughter, you praying she don't go out there and do the do and come home with a seed. It says in her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house. Yeah, because that was a damn shame. Okay, the father would marry off in the ancient world. The father would marry off the daughter to a man of understanding, and it would be a business transaction, man. Okay, and it would bring two families together. It would actually grow generational wealth. Okay, because now two families are brought together. It was a beautiful thing how it was done. Now it's not being done like that. Okay, a lot of the times these women are getting knocked up by strangers, men that they don't even know. Okay, don't even know like that. Okay, and then the man dips out, gone, playing the field, committing adultery. a bunch of nonsense. And then the woman's left with the child, and then she has 5 different baby daddies. It's a bunch of wickedness, bro. We live in an adulterous generation. So we got to look back to the ways of the ancient world, man. Things were a lot smoother. Things were done for a certain reason. And there's a reason why a marriageable age was young, okay? Well, during the time of puberty, all right? That's when you can bring forth children, okay? But it says, in her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house, and having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she should be barren. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a approach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Right. So if you got a daughter, which all these women ain't right, man, you gotta keep a sure watch over your daughters, man. Okay, brothers in the faith that you got daughters, man, you got to keep them in straightly. Like the scriptures say, don't let them gad abroad. Don't let them do what they want. You should be in the house. All right, getting prepared to be a wife. Okay, and really in this society, it's easier said than done. It's hard. We live in a fucked up society, but really she's supposed to get your approval. Okay, of everything. But let's get it in the GNT, Sirach 42:9. It says, fathers and daughters. Okay, that's the subheading. It says, although he will not let his daughter know it, a father will lie awake at night worrying about her. If she is young, he worries that she might not get married. If she is already married, he worries about her happiness. If she is a virgin, he worries that she might be seduced and become pregnant while living in his house. Okay, and that's a damn shame, man. Okay, that's the worry, the most worry of a father. If you got a daughter, that she's a virgin, you worrying that she don't come home pregnant by some no life that seduced her. Okay, like I said, we live in a society that's over sexualized and bullshit. They actually in school now they teaching you about changing your gender. By the time you in like 4th grade, 5th grade, they're talking to you about masturbation and changing your gender. It's a bunch of wickedness. They literally sexualizing the youth, man, which is sad. Messed up, bro. Right? Sick world we live in. Right? It says, if she is a virgin, he worries that she might be seduced and become pregnant while living in his house. If she is married, he worries that she might be unfaithful, or that she might not be able to have children. Keep a close watch over your daughter if she is determined to have her own way. Yeah, because these women, the scriptures tell you that they're the weaker vessel. Okay, the woman is the weaker vessel, and she's supposed to be led by a man, and a man of understanding. We're going to get that scripture next. It says, if you don't, she will make you a fool in front of your enemies, right? You will be a constant joke to everyone in town, a public disgrace. And that's happening now. You got a daughter, you got these men that got daughters, and they end up becoming, porn stars and OnlyFans harlots, and everybody laughing at you. Everybody done, saw your daughter take rod, so you're a public disgrace now. Hey, look, hey, that's such and such daughter right there. Look at her twerking that ass, right? Bunch of nonsense, wickedness. All right. It says, make sure that her room has no windows or any place where she can look out to the entrance of the house. Yeah, so women were, locked away in the ancient world. Women weren't out gadding abroad, showing their ass off. Women weren't doing all that nonsense, okay? Because the Most High made these women, beautiful, their bodies, their shape, their figure, right? And during that age, during the flower of her age, she starts developing, her body, her breast, her body gets more developed. Okay. It says, don't let her show off her beauty in front of men or spend her time talking with the woman. Yeah. Okay. Don't let her show off her beauty in front of men. That's not happening now. Now, by the time, these women will be 10, 12, 13 years old in this society, and they'll be dressing like they're 25 years old, working the strip, walking on the strip. These women wearing all the types of makeup by the time they hit that age. Okay, so there is a reason why women were supposed to be married off at a young age, man. All right, and if you don't understand this, because you really, the Most High is not dealing with you. And I'm going to say it again for the record: we're not teaching, hey, go get you a woman that's 12. No, we're not telling you that. That's off. If you do that, you going off. Okay, in this society, we telling you what it was according to the Bible, man, and how it's going to be in the kingdom. All right, it says, don't let her show off her beauty in front of men, or spend her time talking with the women. Women hurt other women just as moths damage clothing, right? And we live in a society now, women, especially these older women, these old Eves that are, past their age, they can't even have children, and they're bitter. They've been used up. They're setting a terrible example for the younger women. Hey, fuck that nigga, man. Just go get you another one. Hey, play the carousel. These niggas ain't shit. That's what these women are telling younger women. Okay, that's what's promoted in the music industry, the movies, everything. Just be a hoe. Be a hoe. You can settle down when you're 35 years old. And that's all. By the time you're 35, you used up, you abused. Your mind's all fucked up. You done had 30 different rods in you. Okay, so now you're mental. You got multiple personalities. You got demons on you. Put it plainly, okay? You got demons on you. All right. So there's a reason why Yahweh Bashem Yahushua did what he did, okay, and how he does it. Let's go to Sirach 7 now. Yeah, let me grab this. Yeah, I just grabbed that actually. Spirit. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, this guy Bishop Melchizedek's a damn demon. Okay, he's been a demon. All right, demon. That's why I don't even see this guy's comments come up, because he's blocked many times ago. This nigga's a demon. All right, but it's all right. Let's go to you just don't understand the scriptures. You're not of the elect, no boy. Unless you repent. Right now, you're definitely not of the elect. You got bugged out. But let me go ahead and let's share this screen now. Let's go to Sirach 7. I'm gonna read it in the King James version first. This is Sirach 7:23. Hast thou children? Do you have children? Instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth. Okay, so you're supposed to discipline your children from a young age. Okay, and you discipline them according to the ways of the scriptures, man. You teach them what life is according to the Bible, how you're supposed to be. The scriptures tell you that. Train up a child in the way that he shall go, so when he reaches an age, he's not going to depart from it. Okay. See, now we have in this society where, the schools are teaching our children, and they're teaching our children, masturbation at 5 years old, or at fifth grade. By the time they're 10 years old, they're teaching them you can change your gender, you can do what you want. So it's a bunch of wickedness. So we got to keep a sure eye over our sons and daughters in this society, man. You got to teach them according to the Bible and let them know how messed up this world is. Okay, how backwards it is. Sirach 7:23, it says 24, it says, hast thou daughters? Do you have daughters? Have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them. 25, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding. So in the ancient world, if you had a daughter, you would give her to a man of understanding. By the time she reaches, puberty, that don't mean you got to marry her off right away, but a lot of times, she was, during the time around the age 12, 13, 14 years old, she was married off. Okay. And when you married, your daughter off, it was an arranged marriage. And she was given to a man of understanding. Okay, not some no-life drug dealer on the side of the road. And this is see the society we live in. Oh, you got to wait until you're 18 years old. And, by the time she's 18, she's already done had rod all up in her. Okay. Bunch of nonsense. What are you talking about? Okay. It says, marry thy daughter, meaning you had an arranged marriage. And it says, and thou shalt have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding. So the father was really the one who chose the husband for the daughter. Okay. Let's read in the GNT. Verse 24, Sirach 7:24. If you have daughters, keep them virtuous and don't be too indulgent with them. When you give your daughter in marriage, you have finished a great task, but give her to a sensible man. So see, the daughter didn't have a choice of who she was going to marry like they do now. You got Tinder, all these different dating apps. Women just choose who they want. And we see it all the time. Women choose bums. That's who they choose. In this society, women choose drug dealers, bums, guys that just got out of prison, the tattooed dreadhead. Then they get knocked up, and then they wonder why baby daddy is not giving a fuck about them, in prison for murder, whatever. And you stuck like Chuck. All right, you done. Because, hey, a lot of times these women don't have fathers in their life, and the father isn't, approving these men. But that's how it's going to be done in the kingdom of heaven. All right, things are going to be done the right way. Right now, let's go to let's prove what marriage is real quick according to the Bible. Let's go to Genesis 24. Let's remove this. Stop screen. All right, Genesis 24. Beautiful. Genesis 24:65. For she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. Okay, this is when Isaac, took Rebecca for, he was lusting after her, and he had sex with Rebecca, and this is what happened. All right. And he says, therefore she took a veil and covered herself. See, women, had some type of shame back then. Now we live in a society where women are shameless. They show their whole ass, on OnlyFans. They out here, they're shameless. And the scriptures tell you a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. A bitch, right? It says, and the servant told Isaac all these things that he had done. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, meaning he had sex with her, okay? And she became his wife, and he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. So according to the Bible, when you lay with a woman and she's a virgin, okay, which really, sex, the only way you can really have sex is with a virgin when you really think about it. All right. But it says, because, when you go into that word sex, it means to cut. Okay. And when you have a virgin, her hymen, okay, that's why it bleeds. All right. So you only have sex with a virgin. Okay. But that's another lesson for another time. It says, and Isaac brought her into her mother's tent and took Rebekah, had sex with her. All right. She was a virgin, so she bled. And she became his wife. That's marriage. Okay. That's what marriage is. And he loved her. They didn't go down to the damn, what is it? The courthouse. They didn't go down to the courthouse. They didn't get papers. They didn't have some crazy big ceremony, which in certain times we did have ceremonies, but Isaac took her to the tent, popped her, and she became his wife. And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. And you better believe she was, young. All right, wasn't no 35 years old. She was young. All right, let's actually do this real quick. How old was Mary when she married Joseph? Most Christian historians believe that Mary was around 15 to 16 years old. However, some unproven apocryphal accounts claim that she was 12 to 14 years old when she was betrothed to Joseph. The customs, Israelite customs at the time allowed young women to become betrothed to young men as early as the age of 12, but the marriage itself would not take place until they were married, which would, when they had sex. So it is often said that Joseph was, a lot older than Mary. Mary was probably 11 to 12 years old. Okay. And she was pregnant with Yahushua. Okay. So people don't understand the scriptures, man. Let's go to this real quick. Let's prove this. Let's go to Mark 5:40. Okay, Mark 5:40. So let's go. Start at 38. Mark 5:38. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. Let me go up. Let's get the context. 35. While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which said, Thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further? So this is when Yahushua was doing miracles. You're going to see he's going to raise the dead. Okay. And it was a damsel, which the word damsel is a young woman of marriageable age. Okay. It says, verse 39, Mark 5:39, and when he was come in, when Yahushua came in, saith unto them, Why make ye this ado and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel and them that were with him, and entered in where the damsel was laying. And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha Kumai, which is being interpreted, Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, where they were astonished with great astonishment. All right, now let's go to this word damsel real quick. A girl, damsel, maiden. You see, there's another one that says of marriageable age. Okay, do this real quick. Right, because a damsel was a young woman of marriageable age, and she was 12 years old. Let's go to Genesis 24. Let's go right here. Genesis 24 and 16. So that damsel was 12, right? And we're going to go into this word damsel right here. Damsel. Girl, damsel, female servant of a woman, marriageable young woman. Okay, a marriageable young woman, right? And that was the word for a damsel, okay? So the one we just saw that Yahushua raised up, she was 12 years old. So the scriptures don't lie, man. All right? The scriptures do not lie. All right, so there is a reason why, so marriageable age, according to the Bible, which is a controversial topic, is around the age that she passes the flower of her age. Obviously, not in this society. That was in the ancient world. And it's going to be happening in the kingdom. Women are going to be married off at a very young age, man. Okay. But that's just according to the Bible. We're supposed to be, teaching the Bible according to what the Bible says. All right. So marriageable age. Now, hopefully people understand what it is, and for a man, is around the age of 12. Let's prove that real quick. Because when Yahweh Shai, he went about his father's business, he was 12 years old. Okay, let's grab that. We'll close it out with this because, for a man as well, usually around the age of puberty, around 12. Because, before, you hit puberty as a man, you ain't shooting nothing, man. Okay. You ain't shooting nothing. All right. So, but once you hit that age of puberty, you can get a woman pregnant, which is, marriage, Let me see. This is Luke 2 and 41. It says, now his parents, speaking of Yahweh Shai, so Mary and Joseph, now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to after the custom of the feast. And when they had fulfilled the days, as they returned, the child Yahweh Shai tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it. Okay, so Yahweh Shai was, by that time he was doing his own thing concerning, the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He wasn't up under his parents. Okay, so he was 12. Okay, and he's, during the time of the Passover, he kept it. All right. So, and that's why, let me see. Verse 48, it says, and when they saw him, so they found Yahweh Shai, they were amazed, and his mother said unto him, son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Why you do this to us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, how is it that you sought me? Wish you not that I must be about my father's business? And they understood not the saying which he spake unto them, right? Because at that time, Yahweh Shai was a man, okay? He was going to do his father's business, right? So there you go. There you have it. Marriageable age. A woman finds out 14-year-old daughter pregnant by a 12-year-old boy. There's a reason why we must seek the old path. And in the kingdom of heaven, this is what's going to be happening, man. All right? So, hey, with that, call Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, shalom.